the season-long race to the CME Globe. From Norton, Massachusetts, it's live final round coverage of the FM Championship. A touch of autumn in the air, cardigan weather, and football season is on the horizon, not far away from Gillette Stadium, where the Patriots will open next week against the Raiders. And playing for the hope of it all is an LPGA rookie trying to win for the first time. Grant Boone, Morgan Pressel, looking at some of the action from earlier. Area Chatanagarn at the 16th.
Front hole location today here with a gap wedge.
Oh, yes. Area, her fourth career ace, the 15th ace on the LPGA Tour this season. Former number one in the world, the current number one making a move today as well. Finishing up on the 18th, Jin Hee Im, this for a 62.
59 watts for a short period today, 23 putts. Incredible round of golf from Jin Hee Im.
Matching Haydon Yu's 62 from last year when Haydon went on to win it. She was 37th when the day began. And Miranda Wong, the Duke Blue Devil.
Made 159 feet of putts yesterday, keeps it going today.
Three-shot lead when this final round began. Birdie 2 there at 3. But here comes number 1, Gino Titicun, second at the 5th.
Already has 2 birdies on her card to this point, trying to make that Sunday push.
And she would. That would be her second straight birdie, and as you say, her third in 5 holes. So that would get her to 17 under par. Now Wong at the 5th for par.
And this would be her second putt here on this hole, so a 3-putt. First real sign of nerves for Miranda here on the 5th hole.
So she made a nice par save at 4, couldn't do it there at 5. So the 4-shot lead earlier in the day is down to 2. You see Im with the 62 having moved way up the board. Rose Zhang playing in the final pair with Miranda Wong, a couple of collegiate champions. Can someone make a move from behind? There's Miyu Yamashita, won the last major championship a few weeks ago in Wales. Brooke Henderson, last week's winner on home soil up in camp time.
Oh, no question about it. I mean, any time that you're trying to win for the first time, there's all manner of questions that run through your head before the start of the day. And, you know, the questions are, do I have it today? I've had it the rest of the week. Is it going to stay with me today? And so far, she's living up to the billing. Little hiccup on the previous hole. But for the most part, she's looking pretty calm. She has said in her interviews, Morgan, that she has enjoyed playing with her friends this week. No, and I think what makes it difficult, this one is uphill to start with, then it will flatten out as the ball approaches the hole. But there doesn't appear to be much behind it, so I think people are scared to give this one a good run.
Yeah, it is the hardest hole on the course today.
Of Wong as we go to 7 and say hi to Tom.
Thank you, Grant. This is Gino's second to the par 5 7th. Big first bounce there, and that's going to go over.
Yeah, I don't see this being any problem at all.
Wong, or could Gino Titicun become the first repeat champion this year?
Here is Gino at the 7th, trying to get it up and down. Ball should release down into that swale.
I think she got a little bit unlucky on that second shot, Tom. It took a terrible kick, released all the way to the back of the green.
You're going to have to lay up as well. Oh, this is left. This is not a very good tee shot.
This is the part of her game that she struggles with the most.
Whoa.
That could be in some real trouble. Fortunately, it is a par 5, so it could get something back into the fairway and still...
If you get into the really long stuff, you can get into a bit of trouble. This is the birdie putt up on the green for Gino, so a good up and down. She gets to 18 under par. And with the leader in trouble off the tee at the 7th, Gino going along very well, challenging for the top of...
Rose has got 244 to the front, 262 to the hole. She's off of an upslope. 180 carries all of those cross bunkers.
Oh no, this is right.
It is.
Oh, looks like she got away with it, Karen.
No, Titikun now within one. And so that, for birdie to get it to 19 under.
She doesn't have to be amazingly precise with the distance control. She can let this one release back there.
Jay Davies, the man on the bag.
Ball is slightly above her feet as well.
Yeah, you're right.
Saw her back off quite a few yesterday for various reasons, Karen.
It's true, there was quite a bit of movement around her group yesterday.
Pretty good recovery there, especially after that tee shot, Tom.
Yeah, and she's going to have a putt for birdie in the way that she's been putting this week.
So just going out there and playing some pretty free golf for Gino today.
And here's Rose at the 7th. An edge a little closer to the player that she's playing alongside. Let's go to 8.
And Gino to tie the lead.
Gino just looked really relaxed earlier today on the range. Very calm, you know, just kind of ho-hum another day at the office. I mean, you're always nervous when you're in this position, but it would be very different for a player like Gino than it would be for, of course, a rookie like Miranda Wong.
And Miranda Wong has the birdie putt. This could really settle her down here, Karen, if she can make this, having been in trouble off the tee, as you said.
Well, this is the club that she's really been able to rely on this week. I mean, it's been quite the display of putting for Miranda.
I mean, even on this hole yesterday, Karen, as part of her 159 feet of putts she made.
Yeah, third of them were on this hole.
Yeah. She said that putter really started to work in round 1. She shot 29 on this 9. She thought that was going to drop.
Just almost every putt that she hits, Tom, looks like it has a great chance to go in. She's really done a wonderful job matching the line and the speed on these greens. Good putters love fast greens, and she's clearly putting is the strength of her game.
This was how close it came to going in. On Thursday, she started her round from the 10th, shot 1 over for the first 9.
She played, and I think that her shot going out to the right there was strategic on her part to really open up that whole location for that pitch.
Weird adjustments she's making there at the very end of her posture. Still thinking mechanics very much here.
Progressive Insurance.
And she has a 6-iron out. Tough hole location to get to. Being tucked on that far right side of the green. Rose hitting a draw away from that hole location.
And surprisingly today, Karen, this is playing as the 3rd hardest hole.
I think with that hole location, Morgan, it's just tough for the players to get close to. This drawing towards the left half of the green as well.
Same type of shot as Rose hit. Similar results. Only been 5 birdies. Nobody really pushing too close to that hole location. Being a little bit more into the wind today, playing a little bit longer.
The long putt coming up to 9.
Good drive here by Gino Titikun into the heart of the fairway. Dogleg from right to left. And just getting it to sit down perfectly. So that's going to be basically a guaranteed birdie for Gino Tittokun to get to 19 under par. The race is on here at the FM Championship. Rose Zhang.
She's about to be tied because Gino Tittokun's going to have a tap-in birdie at the 9th. She played at Duke, helped the Blue Devils win their 7th national title, and her coach at Duke, Dan Brooks, has been kind enough to spend a few minutes with us. Dan, great to hear from you.
Thanks for having me on.
Well, we're watching Miranda here, and she's got a birdie putt. And I've got to just ask you first about that epic final round in Arkansas when she got the clinching point.
Well, I can tell you this. I went out there to sort of hang out with her and see if I could help her stay calm. And she ends up being the calmest of the two of us, I can tell you that. She was pretty chill in that moment. That was a nice putt.
Of class to go, so a couple of quarters left. She's going to be finished up early next year. This her tee shot at the 9th.
And this being that dogleg left, she's hoping for this to draw, and it has.
Rose is going to go back to school the week of.
Not sure Ollie knows how to spell school. Let's go up to the green. Sorry, Ollie, that was a cheap shot. Tittokun for birdie. And she ties the lead. And this is significant, really, the way that she's played over the front 9 today. But to try and concentrate on her game, she's going to see the world #1 right there. Tee shot away here at 9.
And she's going to put herself in a good position with that one.
Yeah. Right into the heart of the dogleg, but we have a tie at the top here, the final round of the FM Champ.
Out. Front hole location. Little helping wind in this.
Nicely done by Rose, and that will be a chance for a birdie. She's just trying to fight her way in to have.
From 1 yard less, 133. Also just catching a little bit of down breeze.
Interesting, Karen. She takes a look at this leaderboard here.
Yes, it is a sizable one, and it's actually pretty hard to miss as you're walking up to the green.
Quite get the bounce she was looking for. I think she should take a peek. She's got 9 holes left. Still keeps staying the course.
Se Young is ready at 10.
Expected to see Se Young get off to a hot start today and really put some chase. Felt like yesterday afternoon was going to be her.
Now from the fairway, tied for the lead, Gino Tittokun.
She has been so sharp with her distance control all week. Nearly hole high on every single shot that she has hit. Another one.
On that angle.
Yeah, she is. And it's scrolling through the scores at the moment, so we're down to 15th to 21st on the leaderboard right now. So now she knows that if she's looking at it, she'd get a glimpse of her scorecard. So yeah, it's right there in front of her.
Taking a look at her bio, they're born in Beijing. She actually said, kind of reminds her here of home. The climate would be, I mean, I guess similar. They get pretty cold winters, maybe not quite as cold as Boston, and then favorable weather in the summer.
I asked her today what it was that reminded her of Beijing. She said the grass. She said the grass really reminds her of what she grew up on, especially the sticky rough, the longer rough.
And this putt's going to be downhill, so not too sticky on this one. This one's going to release.
Just continues to put on a putting clinic.
So good. I mean, you look at how many putts she's holed, really, since the beginning of Anapanabula.
All right, here is Gino to tie again.
Trying to negotiate that ridge. You can see in your screen.
So Miranda tried to do what Gino did, win as a rookie. Gino did it twice and actually reached #1 in the world, got back to #1 just 3 weeks ago. And she'll have this to stay 5 under in a round today. Shot 65 yesterday, and she's trying to become the first repeat winner of 2025.
Gino has put herself so consistently in contention. It's, even though she hasn't won more than once, she's had 9 top 10s and just seems to every weekend be right up there with a chance.
Winner in Portland back in 2022.
And definitely reps have helped Rose find some rhythm when it comes to playing, sort of shaking off all that rust. This starting down the right side, drawing to the centre of the fairway. There is trouble on this hole if you don't hit a good one. Penalty areas left and right.
Missed it left on 7.
And this is good though.
Able to straighten it back out. Just catches the first cut, but that'll be okay. Not a great angle.
The rookie's been caught, but hasn't yet been passed. She leads by 1.
This is the tee at the 11th final round of the FM Championship. Gino Tudekun 1 back. Flag cut over that bunker on the right, just right above camera tower.
Every green today. We've seen this green firm up a little bit as the last couple days have gone on after that inch of rain that fell on Friday.
Oh, that was bold.
Can't hold it.
Definitely left of where she was looking, especially based on her. Yesterday, as we were here until dark, Tom, just how difficult it is to putt through a change in daylight as she has here, and plus then now they're moving because of the tree and the wind. Not easy to judge the speed.
Doing a pretty good job there. We were here until dark yesterday because of the delays on Friday.
Wong at 10.
That's a pretty good effort from that sticky grass around the green. But she's putting on almost a line of the change of grain, it looks like. You've got a dark side and a light side.
In that graphic on the tee, this back 9 definitely has played one for how all 3 of these top players play that hole.
It's a great angle there. You can see how much break Gino is playing down the hill. Looks like she's got it on a really good line. Oh, only need. I think was quite in tune with her game earlier this week, but she's found it.
Miranda Wong for par. Solid.
Down.
Location looked quite hidden on that right side behind the front bunker. This could be pretty good.
Looks really good. Oh, wonderful shot from Rose. Trying to just get into the...
It's a higher ball flight than Rose. She has a little Hanako Shibuno in her address position with the left elbow there, Morgan.
Yeah, this has been her miss today, Karen. A little bit left, getting a little bit towards her toes. It will be for her.
Last couple of days, the tee's been moved up at the par 5 12th. Here's Gino.
Electing to not go with driver, just trying not to run through the fairway here.
All right, so Gino won back last year's Aon with that 12th. Andrea Lee for birdie. She's trying to keep this from just being a three-way race. But that one is a missed opportunity.
That really hurts. More than half the field making up ground on this hole.
Nelly Corda entered the weekend with a chance, but a struggle yesterday. It continued today. This is at the 16th for birdie. That gets her back to 7 under. She's 2 over. And around today. Number 1 in the world. Just a head shaker. She's dropped to number 2 now. Playing in a couple of weeks in Cincinnati at the Kroger Queen City Championship. Then at the Walmart Northwest Arkansas Championship the week after. Back at the 11th.
Well, this is the part that Morgan was talking about here for Miranda Wong. I think she was fortunate, Karen, it just meandered back a little bit down towards hole high.
I agree, because if you're too much near the back of this green, it can make for a very interesting putt, particularly on the back left of this green to a front right hole location. There would be all kinds of fun and games trying to get the ball close, but from here, it's actually quite doable. You've got a couple of slopes, it's downhill to start with, but then just as the ball approaches the hole, it's back uphill. It's almost like she's going to putt through a little valley. There's a slope off the front of the green, and then there's a slope that middle tier as well, so she's been exceptional with her green reading skills this week. Feels very confident on the greens, obviously.
Yeah, another example there, really good for an LPGA event, the first of which was back in Mexico. Let's go to 12.
And a big shot here for Gino, second to the par 5.
A location all the way in the back center of the green here, very accessible. Has been 1 eagle so far today on this 12th hole.
See the wind whipping a little bit more than it has.
Great chance here for Rose Zhang for birdie.
It is, but it's quite tricky. It's downhill with movement to the right. You just have to be really committed to your line, Morgan, when it's one of those putts.
It's kind of a similar putt to the one she missed on 3, breaking in the other direction. This direction would be more challenging.
Yeah.
Just didn't give it the speed that it needed.
Missed opportunity there. Going to stay 3 back. That would have.
I think that the players can all get there with this tee movement. A little helping wind today as well. I mean, the past couple of days it's been into the players' face, not so much today. 285-ish runs through the fairway, depending on how much right or left you take this.
Going to be 9 for 9 fairways hit.
Not quite sure. No, just going to end up in the first cut.
He's inside the top 60 in the race to the CME Globe. She said, I'm giving myself an A. I think it's hard out here, especially as a rookie, not knowing these courses. And she said, if I make the Tour Championship or if I win, I'm giving myself an A+. Give her an A+ there, Karen, for that drive.
On her way towards A+ territory, should she break into the winner's circle here this week.
This to take the lead for Gino Titicun.
Just came out a hair.
That Miranda wanted to have that good positive self-talk as we look at our top tracer technology this hour, presented by Progressive Insurance.
Well, so much of a player's success is about how they visualize themselves on the golf course and how they are achieving.
A beautiful looking golf swing right there. One of the most balanced we've seen from her in the last handful of holes. No balance.
Gino Titicun to tie the lead again.
She has loved this hole, birdied it every day. She's, just doing Gino things, making it look easy as she has pretty much her entire career.
If Miranda Wong gets this done and holds off number one Gino Titicun.
Unless she wants to hit a big sling and draw. Balls above her feet.
If anything, that is her preferred shot shape, is moving it right to left. So that would help.
Oh, she kept this plenty low. Got to hope for a little chase now.
It's just not easy.
Her feet. I expect her to land this on the green maybe 5 yards and get it to release back to the hole.
Stuck that into the ground there, but it's going to work out nicely. To see somebody say, hey, give myself some credit, and she should, the way she played yesterday and the way she continues to play today.
Gino Titicun in a good position off the tee at 13.
Location all the way on the left side today, Tom. Only 4 pieces off the left.
Yeah, she's not going to mess with that whole location, but conservative play there. Just on the wrong, there is a little spine at the back of that green, just on the wrong side of it, but she'll have an outside chance of a birdie.
Half dozen putts of this length or longer that Miranda's made this weekend, and she's got this one for eagle at the 12th.
She does, and it's uphill all the way to the hole. Bit of an awkward read though, because of the way that you have the change in colour of the grass as the ball rolls on the green. You've got some shadows around the hole now. And I think really from this range, I know she's been putting tremendously, but you're just trying to get it close enough to the hole to not stress about the birdie.
Speed's been so good.
Here's the birdie putt at the 13th for Gino.
You mentioned that ridge, Tom. Just tough to negotiate there. Just wanting to get the pace down.
Gino with a couple of wins this year, the first of which was in Saudi on the Ladies European Tour, and then the Mizuho Americas Open.
For her to make, because you have to expect Miranda to make hers at this point. I think Rose has just got to start looking for a way to start edging a little bit closer.
Never easy to putt with your shadow over the hole like that. It's tough to see visually, and Rose has had some chances. This has kind of been the club that she struggled with, certainly struggled with injury, but the putter really has been the difference in the last couple of weeks. It's definitely heated up today, has gone a bit cold, at least too cold for her to really give chase. It's a new putter she put in the bag a couple of weeks ago in Portland with a heavier shaft.
So for Miranda, who did have a 3-putt bogey back at the 5th, she's got this second putt here at the 12th to regain the lead.
Well, and this is where, if you're Miranda, you think, right, okay, foot on the gas. Let's just start accelerating here. Let's make this putt. Let's just keep going. Because even though Rose isn't really pressurizing her, she can't forget that Gino is up ahead, making her move.
That's where knowing where you stand on the leaderboard is important.
Absolutely. Well, I obviously heard some kind of a noise from behind.
Gino, maybe?
She's backed off just really a number of times, more than I think we see from other players. To be fair, when she has backed off, she's been able to resettle herself and pull off the shot.
Not that time.
Wow.
Goodness, that's...
I always think more... I always think that when players back off like that, there's almost like there's a little lack of focus going on within them. Like if they're hearing every single little noise around them, I think that's some inexperience on her part, not being used to a lot of people around her on the golf course, not having that general murmur of a crowd that happens when you're playing. But also she's hearing it. If you were totally locked in, I'm not sure that you even noticed that.
Yeah, I totally agree. And she set up outside the hole here.
Well,
two of the shakiest putts that we've seen from her this whole week. And that was a gift to Gino right there.
Just needs to clean this one up. Yeah. So she will head to the 14th hole. Just playing a little easier today. And some good birdie chances coming in. And then, of course, the par 5 18th, which really has...
When you hit every green.
Now Rose.
8-on for Rose. Quite a severe downhill lie for her.
Well, Miranda Wong not in a good position there. Going to be a tough bunker shot coming up. We will see it when we return. It's the 13th hole, and this is Miranda Wong's third from the bunker.
Found a good lie, but this bunker's well below the green surface, and to get
What
that
a
kind of
shot.
spin on it was fab.
That is really good, Karen.
That was exceptional. This season, she gets up and down out of the bunker about half the time. That under that kind of pressure with that level of difficulty. What a shot.
If Se-Young Kim is going to have a chance, she's got to get going. This at 14, maybe. I mean, maybe.
I mean, 18 is reachable. You can potentially see some fireworks there on 18.
Okay, so Gino tied second from the fairway at the par 4 14th.
Hit her last 18 straight greens, dating back to yesterday, the end of yesterday's round. Make that 19 in a... One of the things that she's trying to do is not get her stroke so long and slow, kind of trying to speed it up a little bit. Reason why she put a little bit of a heavier shaft in it tends to just kind of get drawn out. Last few weeks.
All right, Miranda has a putt for par. This is Gino to take the lead.
Could have gotten a bit of a read from Se-Young.
Okay. Remember, Gino had the lead going to the 72nd hole of the Amundi Evian Championship to win her first major, and Grace Kim would make an eagle and then survive that.
Pretty straightforward, Tom. Not much in this at all.
Really good up and down.
I think that was
Stays tied, Morgan.
an important putt, Tom, after missing the one on the previous hole. It can start to get in your head when you miss short putts like that.
You think back to 4. That was a really good par save for her. And then here, saving par. A couple of crucial moments for her. Obviously, we'll look to the birdies and the putts that she's made for birdie over the course of the week. But a couple of big par saves through the first 13 holes of this final round as she tries to win for the first way with bunkers out there and the long grass. And you really have to, I would think, Morgan, visualize where you want it to go.
Yeah, you're picking a very specific point, whether it's the top of the bunker, but always say the smaller the target, the smaller the miss. Really narrow it down. Don't just look at the fairway and see that as the spot to aim. Pick a blade of grass.
Slight movement here from left to right in this hole. Quite a bit of fairway, but you have that bunker there.
There's a hole, the whole hole is open. It isn't because they've been in trouble, so just I think the moments of making sure that they're doing the right things to being in contention. This tee shot dogleg left downhill. You've got to cut the left corner just a little bit with this wind direction today.
Okay, so the only missed fairway to this point was in the first cut. That one looks to have missed a little wider.
Yeah, you have to go more left than you think. The tee box actually points you down the right side, and you think that's where you have to go when you're standing on the tee, but you don't. You really have to hug that left side because running through is an issue. Today, with this wind direction, with the help, absolutely you have to think about it. The last 2 days, it's been more into, so the players have been able to get away with it more.
Looks like she likes that one.
It's pretty good.
That is perfection right there.
You have to carry it over that. Got to watch that you don't hit it high in the face anymore because it is suspended off the ground.
Really tell as she puts the club down behind the ball how high it is sitting. Karen doesn't like it. That's exactly what happened. Caught it high in the face. Karen, good call. End up in the bunker there.
We're in this very popular spot in the middle of this fairway. Oh, hands off the club.
That's her nervous miss. I've been texting her coach, Ted O, so that little bit of a left. I said, what causes that? She just gets a little bit wristy, doesn't come.
15th player tied for the lead. Gino Tilicun, second shot. Flag today on the front right of the green. Let's see how aggressive she is. Sensible from the world number one. And she will have a putt to potentially edge ahead. Depends. Miranda still has.
Story yesterday, Kumkang Park, 24-year-old from Korea. Friends call her KK. Trying to really kickstart her LPGA career, and this week they go a long way toward that. She's tied for 8th. And earlier, we had our shot of the day, presented by SHI. Right here at the 16th, it was Arya Jatanagar with a gap wedge.
Taking dead aim to this front hole location. One hops it right in the hole.
Fourth career ace for the two-time major champ. And that is our shot of the day, presented by SHI. Back at the 14th, the bunker shot for Rose Zhang.
She has lots of bunker and rough to carry. Not an awful lot of green to use. Got to try and generate some spin on this.
Got it heavy there. Quite chunky.
Lead. Just wandering a little right at the end, so that's going to be a 4. Gino stays 20 under. Miranda Wong will still have a putt on that
So many chances for Rose Zhang here today. She's 2 under on a round, but now this is her 4th at the par 4 14th.
Yeah, just from that sticky grass. And you have to think that, Rose has felt under pressure to try and make something happen because Miranda really hasn't opened the door at all for Rose.
Going to win it. Miranda has answered every challenge so far. What does it feel like out there to you?
She does. And, I mean, she's very calm. I mean, the bunker shot at the previous hole was exceptional under that pressure.
Mm-hmm.
I think the fact that Rose isn't applying a ton of pressure to her is allowing Miranda to really stay calm and not feel the heat of the intense competition that actually is happening. Although we're just hearing a really loud roar right now on the green. We know that that's not come from Gino, but Miranda doesn't.
Is to go back in front.
This putt is uphill.
Just enough uphill, maybe, to keep that out of the cup.
I thought she had that one right there. I thought it was going to drift just a bit right into that hole.
There have been some at 16 today. This was the latest.
There's a great crowd behind this hole, putting on a show there.
Simply not enough. But, another very good week for the Californian. And here is Rose for bogey at 14.
It's about this stage for Rose that you know that maybe your chance of winning is just slipping away, but you still got to run through that finish line strong if you can and see where it puts you.
That was almost too short and quick of a putting stroke there. Just a little bit off today, which, you know, Karen, when you're under this kind of pressure, some of those tendencies or things you're working on, you kind of get caught in the middle.
That is for sure. But you know that it's a work in progress for her.
It's definitely building blocks, and this should be a good confidence booster for Rose, regardless of the finish
And
today.
She had entered a final round. Green clears, and here is Gino Titakun.
I'd expect her to be taking dead aim here with just a wedge. She's only had 2 birdies on par 3s this week. Underneath that one.
Popular spot. And so there's a first missed green.
Go back to the tee at the 15th, and Miranda Wong.
And this looks like a really good tee shot when there's trouble all the way down the left. You've got trouble up the right. She's negotiated both of those issues.
Yeah, it's a pretty narrow target when you look at it.
Delicate here, just chop something onto the green. So quick from there.
First missed green in 20 holes going back to the back nine yesterday. She did get up and down for a birdie.
And not to not worry about this jumping, and I agree. I don't see this one jumping too much. I mean, it will release once it hits the green because of the rough.
Not jump out of that rough as they had planned. Wonderful distance control.
As she goes.
Pull out the yardage book, start again. She didn't do a full reset though.
Nice and aggressive through that one. Shaking her head like she doesn't like it though.
No, it's in the grass at the top of the bunker.
Yeah, I'd love to know what made her step out of that count.
And this is about 3.5, 4 feet for par, and Gino able to scramble, and she'll head to the 17th. Still tied. She's been in this position so many times, trying to win on the LPGA Tour. Rio Takeda already in a very short time has put herself in great position. She has a couple of wins already going back to last fall. She has this for birdie, get to 11 under.
Break a streak of 11 straight pars, not able to do it there. Closing the day with 12 straight pars.
Still leading the Louis Suggs Rolex Rookie of the Year standings, trying to give Japan its second straight. After Mouse Suggs Rolex Rookie of the Year standings, trying to give Japan its second straight. After Mao Saigo won it last year.
Competing against a few other tremendous Japanese rookies.
So this is where Miranda Wong's ball finished. Is this better for her, Karen, in the bunker?
Oh, this is a break of all breaks. I mean, I walked up. I mean, the ball had been at rest for quite some time, and then as I got up to the ball, to the bunker, it just rolled down out of the rough into the bunker, and it's just a huge break because it's so much better down there than where it was.
Surprised how much she choked up on that. Didn't even get it to the green, trying to be a little bit too perfect there. When you choke up so much on a club like that, it's not going to go as far as you think. As a human being in this moment, trying to win her first tour event. Anybody would be nervous in this situation. That doesn't mean you can't execute. That doesn't mean you can't play well. But I do think, Karen, when we look at the times that she's backed off, it hasn't gone particularly well today, and I do think she is kind of overly distracted by some of the things going on, maybe outside the ropes.
I think that's the case too. She's also moving very quickly at the minute too. Like, she's not taking very much time on it. Like, there was the second shot, there wasn't a complete reset when she had to back off. The next time when she got into the bunker, she didn't even really pop up onto the green to have a look at the green. She just went straight into the bunker and played the shot. Like, she's not going through her normal routines at the minute.
Yeah, that's interesting. I wonder if they feel like being a little bit behind, they're trying to play a touch faster?
Could be.
Now that's going to be a bogey for Miranda Wong at just the wrong time. And remember, she forced error after that good tee shot. Let's go to the tee at the 17th, and the player now leading the FM Championship. This is Gino Tidekun, not too far left off the tee here. And that is going to go through the gap, I think, Morgan.
That is in a perfect spot right now.
Yeah, I mean, that to try and play it through that gap is a bold play. Let's go back to the green at the 15th, and Rose Zhang for birdie.
And this one's downhill. Held her follow through nicely on that stroke.
You heard her caddy there, may have heard him say good roll. And it's just going to be a 4 for Rose. And she's still inside the top 5. Hasn't really had many chances to get it done this year. The first time, what do we say, within 9 shots heading into the final round?
Close to the penalty area.
A few players today, Karen, missed this right and long, especially in the recent groups.
Well, that's a pretty good response from the last hole.
Big bounce back from Miranda Wong, and she'll have that putt to get back to 20 under par, trying to win for the... And now the leader at 17.
Yeah, just ran through there. Such a narrow gap, as Morgan was saying. So the ball above her feet. Flag is back right. Not a great angle. Oh, Morgan, she just pulled it left. Oh, no, that is not the place to be.
And with the ball above her feet, just not easy with such a short shot.
Wow. Miranda Wong with a chance for birdie. Gino Tidekun with work to do to save par.
Did reset this one properly. Went back and realigned her ball. caddy knows what the scorers are because he looked at the leaderboard closely, and that was a quick stroke.
You're starting to see some nerves in the last couple holes, Karen.
I think it's only natural, but you're right.
Here's the leader.
This ball below her feet, not particularly easy here for Teku. Sounded a little clunky, Morgan.
Yeah, she didn't get the club to slide under the ball off that downslope. This is an uncharacteristic.
Chip it in. Oh, wasn't far away.
There's still some work left there, though, Tom. It was a good effort.
So that will be to fall back to 19 under par, and there will be...
Right chipped to this point.
Well, a good save for Rose, but undone by the double at the 14th.
A birdie at the 17th. This would be to get to that 18 under par number, potentially only be one back because Gino's got to chip it in for a 4. So par 5 at the 18th. Se-Young Kim not out of it, but she's going to need something special at 18. We've seen her do that to win tournaments before in the past. Think of the Lotte Championship, 10 years ago.
A couple of feet for par for Miranda Wong. And that may be enough for her to get a share of the lead back. We'll see.
They were very focused.
Gino needs to focus here. This to save bogey. Okay. But uncharacteristic mistakes from the world #1. Just a little too aggressive and left off the tee, running out of fairway and then pulling it left to the green.
Take on. I would say that Miranda is not as long as Gino, so I don't expect this to go quite as far, but adrenaline can play a huge part in this shot.
Two really important tee shots here on 17 and 18. Tight tee shots. That's a perfect one, right?
Par 5 18th. 2 ahead of her fellow competitor at the Mundi Evian Championship. Grace Kim made eagle, caught her, and then beat her into playoff. And Se-Young Kim is going to need to do something similar. She's going to have a chance.
Side Miranda Wong. Got to be some disappointment for Rose today. Level par for the day. 4 back, and at the moment looking like she's out of it unless she holds this one.
Well, that would make it very interesting, but I think this is a long shot with this whole location tucked on that right side. Really difficult to get close. Balls are well above her feet. It's just a small 8.
It's too big. She knew it right away.
So good. All right, so the green is not clear at 18. That means Gino Titicun is going to lay up here.
It's an interesting choice. I would think that she's able to go for the green here. Whole location all the way in the back right today, and a small little finger of this green. So just precision play, I'd imagine, looking up the left side here. Yeah, almost all the way down to the end of the fair.
Yardage, but still with that whole location on the right, this green kicks down to the left. Really difficult to get close.
Aggressive
Pretty
play.
stunning.
What a shot there from Miranda Wong. Went flag hunting.
That
Look to get to 20 under. Se-Young Kim needs a 3. Called off by the only caddy she's ever had, Paul Fusco, on this LPGA tour.
still got an iron though. Didn't switch to anything longer. Although she does have some long irons in her bag, but green is not clear, so this is just a layup.
Tom mentioned the Lotte when she was a rookie. She holed out to get into a playoff with NB Park, then holed her second shot from the fairway. She'll need to do that here.
Now Rose. The ball looks to be lying okay, Karen.
It was, and just perched at the top of that bunker. I think she had designs on making that one.
Yeah, gave it a good run.
Now Gino with her third, one back.
A little bit odd because she can't see the flag with that bush in her way.
And so she won't be able to tell that it's spun back. I think the crowd's reaction gave her some hope.
Almost pushed it down there a little bit too close to where she had
Give herself a really good chance of winning for the first time.
No, you're right. There is no leaderboard down here on the 17th green, so Gino wouldn't even know what was going on. But this is not an easy putt, Tom, that Miranda is facing. It's downhill, moving to the right. I mean, she's made tougher putts this week. But under these circumstances, this is huge.
Yeah. First birdie of the back nine on Sunday comes on the 17th. And Miranda Wong leads the FM Championship, walking to the 72nd tee. She's got a one-shot lead over the player at the top of the Rolex rankings, the best player in the world. She has looked nervous at times with some of the shots that she's played, but the focus as she walked down that 17th hole was visibly apparent. Now Rose to finish off this par putt. And how concerning would it be if you've been working on things, Morgan, and then under pressure, it hasn't really worked here on Sunday for Rose?
I don't think it's terribly concerning in the sense that you just have to keep getting the reps in. Just have to keep working on it, Karen, putting yourself in that position.
No question. And I think Rose can take a lot from this week, putting herself out there and...
Birdie to tie the lead at 18.
I mean, anything can happen here on 18 with Miranda, but you kind of feel like this has to go in.
And the speed of that putt suggested she knew that.
Way that really define what kind of tee shot you want to hit. Do you go a little right of it? Do you go a little left of it? This one is left of it. Might run through into the rough. No, it's just gonna. Oh, it's just gonna hold on.
It's a nice kick. I'd imagine I was much more nervous watching.
Se Young Kim missed her birdie putt, and so for Gino, this is to post 19 under and to force Miranda to make par or better. If she misses, it's a little extra wiggle room for Wong. And so the best player in the world shoots 65-67 on the weekend, but it was a costly bogey at the 17th, and for the moment has her
Anywhere just yet, but big shot right here.
All right, Karen, the second for Miranda.
She's laying up here, but it's an awkward angle. Ball's well below her feet. You have that bunker in the middle of the fairway. This is going left of that bunker.
I've seen that miss all day. She's going to get away with it again there. Visual for Miranda to see as well.
Big chunk of change. $4.1 million purse, so that would break out of a tie for fifth for Rose, get her a share of fourth. And now the leader, Miranda Wong, needs a par for her first title. She's got this third at the par 5.
Yardage is 108. The ball is slightly below her feet into just a little bit of breeze.
So watch the left miss, Karen. Circumstances, reasonable shot there. I'd assume she would have seen that Gino did not make birdie.
And heard it, for sure.
And that's not an easy two-putt, but if we're going to give it to anybody, probably going to give it to Miranda. But she has been tested a little bit more with her putting today than we have seen in the past this week, at least earlier this week. But no left miss there to speak of.
So 2 putts for the win. It has been the year of the rookie. The putting was sublime, Karen, for most of the day yesterday. But today there have been a couple that have not gone her way. And now, how about the putt itself? Let's put aside the pressure for a moment, just the putt itself.
Well, the putt itself is going to be uphill. There's like a little ridge halfway to the hole that this ball has to climb up. So just a little bit of movement as well. But I think all you're concerning yourself is with the speed here. And trying to keep those butterflies in your stomach calm and the shaking in your hands still.
That should do it. She going to finish up or mark?
Almost time to breathe a sigh of relief. Not
Almost.
quite there yet, but
no.
I'd imagine she's holding her breath. And, I mean, a player who has shown just tremendous prowess on the greens this week. What an incredible final putt right there. Hopefully second to last putt.
Gino refreshing the phone. I think she knows where she stands. And now Rose for a closing birdie and a share of fourth. Best finish this season, though, for Rose at T5.
It's nice to see her get into a good rhythm here, play a few weeks in a row, and most importantly, be healthy and able to play and practice the way that she wants.
And now just a foot and a half or so to win at the highest level. And to stare down the world #1. The Duke Blue Devil passes this final exam with flying colors. Miranda Wong, a final round 70 to win the FM championship and become the 7th rookie to win the LPGA Tour in 2025. Blue Devil colors on, just for the good vibe. And
soak it in.
Absolutely. Number 187 in the Rolex rankings. Just edges. #1. For win #1. Her poise all weekend, starting, I mean, really yesterday, when she took the lead for the first time on the 6th hole and played with such confidence, including today with Gino staring her down. And Karen Stupples is with our newest LPGA champion.
Thanks, Grant. Miranda Wong, you are now an LPGA champion. At what point this week did you believe that you would be this champion?
Honestly, on the back nine of my first round, I started hitting really good shots, and the shots and putts were going so well for me. I feel like this could be my week, and I just worked really hard and didn't give up on that.
We spoke to your coach Dan Brooks on the show today from Duke University, and he said that he believed that your best was yet to come. Are we starting to see the best of Miranda Wong now?
Yeah, thanks so much for rooting me in. Yes, I'm very grateful beyond words, and yeah, I hope this is the first of many, and I'll keep working hard.
No question about it. We saw a fabulous putting display. Is that something that you always rely on, your putter?
Yes, I believe so. I always think putter is my best club in the bag. I also like the other clubs, but I love putting, so I'm happy seeing it working out really good this week.
Well, you've overcome a lot. You're now a champion. Many congratulations.
So much. Thank you so much. It's a dream became true. Yeah.
It was a dream week. Well, we've seen this before with Miranda Wong, hoisting trophies on the lower levels, helping Duke win a team title, the college ranks, but now hoisting her first on the LPGA Tour. And I don't know that it will ever get much harder than what she accomplished this week.
I mean, staring down Gino in the rearview mirror pretty much the whole day and getting the job done. She should be exceptionally proud of herself.
So Wong wins by one, 7th rookie to win, the 11th first-time winner, the 11th Rolex first-time winner in 2025. Good week for me.